Hi guys, welcome back. I'm going to video shipping this ATV, and we are going to use a website called UShip. And I think there was actually a TV show called Shipping Wars that used UShip as part of their TV show. Anyway, we're going to ship this guy right here to Arizona. And I just want to show you guys real quick. I already applied for an out-of-state ATV registration for Arizona, which is right there. It came in the mail. Arizona's awesome. I mean, New Hampshire for an out-of-state is 110 bucks. Arizona out-of-state is $30, and they both only last a year. So Arizona is a calendar year from the month of registration, where New Hampshire, it doesn't matter. It goes April to April. Doesn't matter when you register. It only goes April to April. So, and they have mud season in New Hampshire, so there's like 3 or 4 months so you can't ride anyway. Let's go through the process, and I'll show you guys the website I used in order to set this shipping up. All right, so this is the website here, UShip, as you can see. It's the site that I used. If you want to ship something, you go here to ship, and then it brings you to here, and then you get to pick what you want to ship, whether it be freight, what have you. This one here is for cars, motorcycles, parts. So we'll click on that, and then it breaks it down like you do ATVs. Then you click on the ATV, and it asks you shipping title. You give it a title. Is this an eBay item? No, it's not an eBay item. You give it a shipping title, the number of items, item description. You can add pictures here if you want, and then continue. And then it will go to delivery and pickup. Where is it being picked up? Where you deliver? Well, you know what? Let's just go through this. So it was ATV, item description. I already did this, so basically there it is. It's a Raptor 350, and you hit continue. I'm not going to put it in here because I don't want to give the addresses out of where I live and where this is going. So you select the pickup location, and it's going to ask you, is it a residence, military base, airport, anything like that. So we're going to say residence, and then you put the zip code in, and what day do you need it picked up before. So when you can either pick before, between, on, or after a date. Then you put your date in here, and then down here where you're delivering it to. You're delivering it to another residence or a business. Zip code, same thing. And then you hit continue, and then I don't know if it's going to go because I didn't fully populate. No, it's not going to go. Well, anyways, then it goes to listing options. It allows you to pick, do you want an enclosed trailer, just a flatbed trailer, open to the air, things like that. Then you hit complete listing, and then it sets the listing onto UShip. And then what happens is the shippers, they click on there, and then they you put a price in at which you are willing to pay, and it gives you a range on here that you should expect to pay. I picked on the low end, on the very low end, and I didn't get anybody responding to it. So I raised it a couple $100, and then I got 2 or 3 people responding. One guy wanted to pay, so I put it up to $600. I originally put it up to $600, and then I bumped it up to $700. And then I had a guy message me back, said he'd do it for $8. I'm going back and forth with him. He's actually the guy who's going to ship it. And then he wasn't getting back to me, and I thought he flaked out. So someone else responded, and I said, well, how much? And they said 1,000. I checked his reviews, and his reviews weren't great. Okay, so this is the guy's profile on UShip, and this is called Lopez to Go. He's done, let's see, 28 shipments in the last 12 months. He's done 73 shipments in total since 2013. He shipped 12 vehicles, and canceled shipments were like 14%. He's got a 4.8 star rating, which I guess is pretty good. He has 2 trucks and 2 drivers. He has an auto carrier and a removable gooseneck, and some other options that he has for shipping. And he's got a lot of favorable comments on here. He's got one. Well, this is a cancellation. Pickup isn't available for shipment. And Peter was fantastic. If you use anyone else, you are crazy. The guy is just amazing, and he knows his stuff. I have found my shipping guy. Thank you, Pete. So, you know, he's gotten 5 stars out of everybody on here that he's actually shipped something for. So it's very, very encouraging. And I've never used U-Ship before, and it's going to be the first time. Anyways, he's got 100% on here for a shipper as on time. So sounds good to me. He says he can get out there between 4 and 6 days. So that should get out there about the time I'm out there, and then we can actually ride it. So let me shut this off and turn you back on when he gets here for ship and we start setting up the shipping. All right, so Lopez to go, reputable shipper, great reviews, almost a 5-star rating. Essentially, he couldn't take my shipment because the other shipments that he was going to combine with it fell through. So he had to back out of shipping my ATV because it just wasn't worth it for him to do the one ATV for the low amount of money that he was going to do it for. So what happened was I ended up relisting it, and I got another guy who actually called my cell phone. My cell phone rang while I was mowing the lawn, and he's like, "I'm in Peabody right now. I can do it for probably even $100 less than you're asking if I could pick it up today." He goes, just go on the website and accept the booking and all that stuff, and text me your address. So I'm like, fine, I'll text him the address. I'll finish up mowing my lawn. I'll go in the house and I'll accept the booking, which will set up payment and all that stuff. So that's what I did, and that's when the fun started. So let's get into the video clip, shall we? Hey guys, the shipper's on the way. He's gonna be picking this up in a couple minutes, and hopefully he'll let me video, but I want to video it just to make sure that it gets there in the same condition that it left here. I'm sure it will be, but one never knows. All right, hopefully he'll let me record. So I guess 4-star towing is going to take the Raptor, and then I guess the shipper is going to pick it up from them tomorrow at noontime. That's what I'm told. So I guess it's going to a tow yard until the shipper can come get it. At least that's what I'm told. So we'll see. The tow company is local, so we'll see what happens. All right, guys. So I'm not gonna say I'm not a little nervous because that was weird. That was a local tow company, but I guess it's going to their tow yard until the shipper comes to get it. So that was a little strange. But anyway, I had to talk to the guy's boss. He wanted a bill of sale. I guess there was some confusion that I had sold it maybe on the internet or on eBay or something. I don't know. Anyways, I had to talk to the owner of the tow company, tell him it's my machine. Then he says, I want to make sure it's not stolen. And I'm like, dude, I don't steal stuff, man. Come on. Anyway, I am a little nervous. I've never used U-Ship before or shipped anything like this cross country. So it's an adventure for me, and hopefully you guys learn something in the process. Anyway, next time I get back on here, I'll be in Arizona, and hopefully someone with the 4-wheel. We'll see. All right, guys. Things didn't go as planned. I've been trying. They took my ATV to the tow yard. I've been calling the tow yard to find out when it was getting picked up. Luckily, it's a local tow yard. I know where they are. I got their business card. I talked to the owner prior to me even releasing it to the tow company. The
they keep getting the runaround from the shipper saying he's going to be there Monday. He didn't show up. He's going to be there Tuesday. He didn't show up. Wednesday, he didn't show up. So Thursday, and I guess the ship, so finally, the tow company got a hold of me and said, listen, who are you and where do you live? And I explained everything to them. And they're like, well, we sniffed a rat because this guy gave 3 different phone numbers, 4 different emails, the whole 9 yards. He gave a credit card, which I think was fake also. And he said that he wanted it shipped to Atlanta, Georgia. And the tow company's like, well, I thought it was going to Arizona. And they're like, no, let us change your plan. We want it to go to Georgia. And he said, but I can't afford the shipping. It's too much money. So can you offload it for me? Do you know anyone that would want to buy it for $800? And immediately red flags went up for the tow company. So the tow company called me, explained this to me. I am completely irate that I literally, if that tow company didn't call me and didn't explain to me what was happening, I'd be out at ATV right now because there's absolutely no paperwork with it. Because when they came to pick it up, they didn't ask me for the bill of lading, which is the paperwork truckers use in order to ship stuff, to show that it's legal, that they're legally shipping it. The tow company doesn't even have that. And if I didn't vigilantly call the tow company on a regular basis to find out when that was getting picked up, because I have a hard set delivery date, they wouldn't even have had my number because they have no paperwork with the ATV. So I'm assuming that had that guy come up with that $1,200 it would have cost to ship it to Atlanta, my ATV would be on its way to Atlanta, or it would already be in Atlanta right now and gone forever. It could also have been gone forever because the tow company guy could have bought it. And I wouldn't call local police and report it stolen because I wouldn't know where it is. I would just assume that it got stolen on the road or something. I have no idea. Or the tow company could have just made up a story if they weren't honest. But luckily they are honest. And I am irate, and I am going to go tomorrow to the tow yard, and they're going to release it back to me. I'm not going to have to pay for any charges or anything, or any storage or anything like that, which is great. All right, so listen, let's... Man, I'm heated. I got to cool off here. All right. All right, guys, let me go over a few things here with this U-ship. So this is the original shipment right here. And going from Massachusetts to Arizona. This is the guy, Ralph R. from RNR Transport. So if you click on it, it shows you basically the to and from, or should I say the from and to, where it's going to, the provider, how much they quoted, and if you were to accept it down here, it would say accept. I'm not going to scroll down any further because it'll give away addresses, and I don't want to do that. But so this is where you would accept it once you get an offer. Now, this guy never sent me any messages, which was kind of weird and kind of a red flag, because I got messages from other people that wanted me. One guy wanted me to bring the ATV to Connecticut, and then he would bring it to Las Vegas, and I would have to pick it up in Las Vegas, and I'm not doing that. So he was a no-go. And then I had a couple of other people offer me more counter offer, because I originally put it on for $700. I'd pay $700 to ship it. And one guy come back and say, can't do it for $700. It's not enough. It doesn't cover fuel costs. So can you do $1,100, and I can deliver it on such and such a date. So I figured I'd wait and see if I could get a better deal. I probably should have took that guy, but $1,100 is a lot of money to ship that across country. I'd probably pass if that's the case. So let's click on this guy, and you'll see what I'm saying. Oh, you'll see what I mean. So it says here he's a brand new service provider. He has 0 reviews. He's got a 0-star rating. And when you click on his terms and conditions, you would think that there would be something here, and there's nothing. So this is a fake thing. Now, the reason why I got duped is because he called me while I was in the middle of mowing my lawn, and he says he could grab it right now. He's in town. He can do it for that price, but he needs to pick it up today. And that's pretty much what happened. So let me go back to the booking, and let me go back to, come on, man, the homepage. Now, that's the one that's assigned. So I called
ship, and I told them what happened, and they said that they would do their best to try to find me another shipper to get it there by August 1st. But they couldn't promise anything, and they were going to try to find a reputable shipper, and they apologized, and they were going to refund my $700 and $770, the whole 9 yards. So they reposted the ad for shipping, and then now I just got a quote from this guy right here, and he's quoting me $1,227.27. Right away, that sounds pretty odd to me that's the way it came up. So we'll pull up his quote. So this is his quote. This is just giving you guys an idea how this website works. So this is the quote that I just got. I just want to show you guys real quick. He's a new service provider. He wanted $1,228, which they round up, I guess, with fees, $1,327. If you come down here, you can see that he asked me, can this be picked up today? I said, not by you, sorry. I was almost scammed by another carrier with new provider service, with new provider status and no reviews. Not saying you're a scammer. Yes, I am. Go pound sand. So he flagged me and I flagged him. So it is what it is. I think it's a scammer and I want no part of it, to be honest with you. So that's it. I am going to head over to the tow yard now, and we'll pick up my ATV.
All right, guys, so let's go pick up my ATV. Well, traffic's a little bit bad right now, so yeah, I guess we'll be there shortly. All right, so I decided to get the guys at the tow yard a dozen donuts for being smart enough to notice the scam, as well as myself noticing the scam. Yeah, can I have a dozen assorted donuts, please? Alright, supposedly we're in here, which...
You've entered the car park for your destination.
I don't see it. Maybe it's in the back. Oh yeah, it's in the back.
Arrived.
Alright, let's go down back and take a look and see what we got going on here, shall we? This lady can't drive. Always something, folks. Always something. Here's the 4-star towing. All right. See what we got going on here. I'm at 4-star towing right now, and with Matt. And Matt's gonna just briefly explain what he witnessed, or what his correspondence back and forth with the scammer.
They contacted us saying it was their 4-wheeler, wanting to know why it wasn't delivered yet, and then told us they didn't have the funds to ship it and didn't realize how expensive it was going to be, and they tried to have somebody here buy it and not tell us that it didn't belong to them.
So I guess this is a scam going around right now that they're using shipping companies for. One of the things that I realized was a scam was when he asked me if I had a bill of sale for it, when he should have been your driver should ask me for the bill of lading, because I have a bill of lading for shipping it across country, and your driver didn't ask me for that. He asked me for a bill of sale, and I said, well, it's not for sale. And then he called his boss, and I told his boss, it's not for sale. I'm shipping it from my house to my in-laws in Arizona, and it just one red flag after another, and then
Yeah,
I
that makes
videoed
sense, 'cause
I videoed you guys picking it up, and then I talked to your driver, and he gave me a couple of business cards. I said, I'm going to call. When did he say when he's going to pick it up? He goes, no, you have to talk to my boss. So I talked to the boss, and he said, I don't know. He said Tuesday or Wednesday, which is weird, anyways. So I called the guy, and I said, what's the deal? Why is a local tow company coming to get my vehicle? And he says, well, you know, I might pick it up late. I don't know if you're going to be home. This and the other thing. I said, well, who's paying this extra charge? Somebody's got to pay the tow company for picking this up. He says, the logistics will pay for it. Well, there is no logistics. I'm supposed to work directly with the driver. That's how you ship works. So just another red flag, anyway.
You'd be surprised to actually pick up a vehicle like that and store it. You do that quite a bit,
Right.
for other shipping companies, because for whatever reason, but again, they're usually the ones paying us because they can't get to it on time.
That's right.
And it's usually a layover till one of the trucks can get out here.
Yep.
But in this case, obviously, I didn't know they asked you about a bill of sale.
Yeah, your driver asked me for a bill of sale.
Because like I said, my other dispatcher's the one that took the call originally.
Yep.
Because it came in over the weekend.
Right.
So what really screwed everything up was, again, Comcast had our phones go down.
Oh, yeah.
So us
Convenient.
communicating back and forth just made it that much, yeah.
Yep.
And then, like I said, they called asking where the four-wheeler was, and it's like, I explained to them, we were only requested to pick it up and, you know, leave it here till the shipping company came. And he's like, well, I don't have the money because I didn't realize how expensive it was to have it shipped. Is there any chance you could give me a quote to get it to Atlanta? And then he's like, or would you be interested in offloading it and buying it?
Right.
So it's like, and like I said, that's when I started looking into it more.
Yeah.
And I was like, this doesn't make sense, because the guy that hit me up on the email is actually the one that had the shipping company's email that required us to send the pictures of the four-wheeler to them when we picked it up, to prove we picked it up.
Right. So what shipping company did they use? I'm curious, because the shipping company was RR. Let me actually, you know what? I'll pull it up on the UShip app. It was RR something or other. Transport, I think it was.
They had us send it to, their email is Alpine Rental Services, LLC.
That's not even the one, really.
That is the
That I
email they
had.
gave us, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And what I don't understand is they gave us a credit card too.
They gave you a credit card?
Yep.
That's probably my credit card, because I have to give a credit card to
And the name on the credit card they said was Global Systems.
oh, it's probably a fake card then. Yeah, so that's interesting. But I'll show you right on the site here. What the hell is it? Yeah, so that's the listing for the shipping it, and then this guy, he booked it, but that's as far as it went. Like, he's supposed to take my bill. He didn't even fill the bill of lading out properly. Like, there was no pickup time, no delivery time. You're supposed to give an estimate on delivery and all that. He didn't do any of it.
Huh. That is not a good thing. I've never used UShip personally, but everybody's. You remember that show on Discovery Channel?
Yeah, that's where I got it from. Yeah,
exactly.
it's interesting. It's unfortunately this isn't the mobile app doesn't really show you everything like it does on the computer. Let me see what that. Oh, I see.
But I mean,
Okay.
if you get another company that doesn't actually pay attention to what they're doing, and
Right.
you can see how that would have gone bad.
Right.
Like I said, after that, I had 3 or 4 different Atlanta numbers blowing up my phone
Yeah.
all yesterday because they were trying to. Oh, yeah, I need the money. Whatever.
All right, guys, I got my four-wheeler back. What an adventure. I'm pulling out of the tow yard now, and then back home, I guess. All right, guys, back from the tow yard, and I hope this video helps some people. I originally did this video just to help people and show people how to ship an ATV cross country, and it turned out to be something totally different. And this is basically a warning to everybody out there. Be very careful who you let take possession of your property as far as shipping companies go, because they are not all on the up and up. And I want to say that probably more than 50% of them are scammers trying to steal your shit. So be forewarned and learn from my mistake, I guess. So as you guys can see, back home where it belongs. We're not shipping this out to Arizona now. It's just not gonna happen. I don't trust anybody anymore. And that's just how it is. So I wanna thank you guys for watching. Comment below what you think about this. Let me know, I don't know. I was contemplating getting the police involved, but I guess I don't, it's just, what are they gonna do? I mean, you guys heard the tow guy talking about the interactions he had with people on the phone, multiple numbers, multiple emails, yada yada yada. The cops aren't going to do anything. And I don't want to bring any unjust attention to the tow yard, because the tow yard was awesome. They did the right thing. They called me. I left them my number. Luckily, I was diligent and I sniffed out this scam, or at least my gut told me something wasn't right. And I'm glad the tow yard got that same feeling and they contacted me, because who knows where this thing could be right now, and I would have no idea where it is, and I'd be totally out on it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I said, be careful out there.